What's up, everybody? Just gonna do a little quick live here. It's my first opportunity to get to do a live, so I thought I would hop on. I don't know if anybody will come in and check it out, but I hope you do. I was gonna do this live yesterday. I didn't realize how all this worked. I got the community tab yesterday, but didn't get the opportunity to go live until today, so we'll see how it shakes out. All right, first person in, Sunny Bunny. Very first person to ever come into my live, Sunny Bunny. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get it. See if I can figure out what I'm doing. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Hello, Mile High. Thank you for coming in. Let's see who else is in here. Kevin Hessen. I'm horrible with names. Y'all got to forgive me on names. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming in. This is my first ever live, so big special thanks to everybody for popping in. And my channel is about trucking, and we're going to learn about trucking. If you have any questions about trucking, be sure to hit me up. And also, I like to help people get their channels monetized. So if you come in here and you see anyone's channel in here that you are not subscribed to, and they look like they got a channel that's got videos and stuff, subscribe to those guys, because it's tough to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It really is. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's hard to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, sorry guys, I'm playing around with settings. I'm trying to make sure. JMPK Fishing, hello. Thanks for coming in. This is my first ever live. So, hey, there's a famous YouTuber, ISX Cummings 565. Just watched your video a minute ago. Hauling 2 tractors. He's also a truck driver, got a truck driving channel. Very interesting. But yeah, it's tough to get to 1,000 subscribers. I've been working at this. I started my channel on August 1st, and that was 2018. So my channel's almost 2 years old, and I just now got to the level of yesterday they let me have the community tab, and then today I got the ability to go live. So I thought I would do a short, a quick live here. Anybody that's in the chat, be sure to say hello. Let me know you're in here, because I do appreciate it very much. Like I said, this is my first live, and the channel is, hey, there's Scottish Trucker Tommy. There's a channel right there that if you're not subscribed to him, you definitely need to subscribe to Scottish Trucker Tommy. I watch all his videos. Yeah, I gotta have the truck running. I'm down here, and I've got the worst phone mount ever, so it probably looks like I'm in the middle of a hurricane or a thunderstorm. Turn the truck off here for a minute. I don't know how long I can have it off. I don't know if they let me do the donations yet or not. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they will one day. But yeah, you should definitely get, if you're not subscribed to the channels in here, and you see that those channels do have videos, and they are trying to, put out information and entertainment, definitely subscribe to everybody, guys. I just watched ISX Cummings 565 video about hauling 2 tractors. I always enjoy his videos, and I just got a notification that Scottish Trucker Tommy just put out a video. That's a channel that is not recognized. A lot of people don't have that channel, but I don't understand why they don't. It's a very interesting channel. It's in the trucking industry also. I definitely enjoy watching his videos. He goes back to goes back home to Scotland and gets videos, all that. Very nice. You truck drivers in here like ISX and Scottish Trucker Tommy, you guys let me know, would you recommend a CB radio to new guys coming into the industry? because I got a friend of mine that's just coming into the industry. He's in school right now, and I told him, he's talking about getting a CB radio, and I have a Cobra 19. That's how much I think of CB radios. I think it's good to have one, but I don't see the value in them that I used to see back in the day. How did I hit 1K? I grinded it out for almost 2 years now to get to 1K. When I was at about 175 subscribers, I literally was about ready to give up. And then I realized my videos weren't very entertaining. I would go back and watch my own videos, and I realized that I wasn't being very entertaining. And I just, I watched a few YouTube videos on how to make better videos, and it definitely helped. I used to talk real slow, and I would take forever to get to the point. Now I try to speed it up a little bit. It took me a long time to get to 200. I was probably a year in before I got to 200. A big part, or one thing I noticed that does help a lot too is, and I didn't come up with this, I got this from a YouTube video about how to grow your YouTube channel. Go to other channels that are in your the same type of videos. Like, I go to other trucking channels videos, I watch their videos, watch them. Number one, you can learn, like, if they have good entertaining content, you can say, okay, well, now I see how they do that, and like editing and things like that, and you can apply that to your videos. Because the key thing to growing a YouTube channel is it's got to be entertaining. And once you get entertaining and you get people watching and they continue, they come back and watch every time, then that is the key. That is the key. And it took me a while to figure that out. I go back and watch videos from like a year ago of mine, and it's it was amateur hour, which it still is, but it's getting a little better. But I learned to, just speed up, get to the points, and leave comments on other channels, and other people will, read those comments on other trucking channels. And if you leave a good comment, they're more likely to come check out your channel. That's one way to draw, more viewers. Because if people like, I have a trucking channel. So if people want to learn more about trucking, they're watching trucking videos. So when they get done watching those trucking videos, they see, hey, there's another trucking channel. So, no, 6 months is not a long time to get to 200, I don't think, because when you're a really small channel, YouTube doesn't really acknowledge you. They don't put you out there. They have a thing called impressions. And if you go to your YouTube Studio app and look at the impressions that you get, that's how many times they offer your video to other people. And, my impressions were like 10,000, like, for a long time. Like, YouTube was just not offering me out there. And I think that 10,000 is for the last 28 days, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it takes a long time to get anywhere on there. So let me go back. I think I missed some comments. Cell phones killed CB chat, but still good for jams, and some receivers use them, but nothing like it used to be. That is correct. And to talk about that a little bit, yes. There is one receiver that I still know of in Minneapolis, and I don't do loads for them anymore, but they require a CB. You pull up to a gate, and they got a cell phone, or they got a phone number on there that leads you to the biggest runaround. It's press 5, press 9, and then it takes you back to the start. So you got to have a CB to get acknowledged at this place. And that's the only reason I have this CB, is because I went and dug it out of storage one time, because I literally had to sit at their gate and wait to another truck to pull in behind me and ask him, can I use your CB to call the guardhouse? So I was gotten a little bit of a bind that one time. So yeah, I think you should have a CB, but boy, they're just, they're not near as effective as they used to be. Um, you know, CBs and a lot of things in trucking are kind of getting weeded out now. Like GPS is so good now. It's like I use Copilot GPS, and it literally has a little bar on the side of the screen that shows the next 60 miles. It's marked out like 15 miles. Like if this was the side of my phone here, it'd be like 15 miles, 30 miles, 45 miles, 60 miles. And that's a little bar, and anytime there's a traffic delay in the next 60 miles, at whatever mile ahead of me it is, it'll put a little mark right there. And then down at the bottom, it will tell me how long of a delay that is. So it's like, no problems, JMPK Fishing. I appreciate you coming in, man. I appreciate that. My first ever live stream. Thank you very much for coming in. So, yeah. I heard a guy talking about CB radios the other day about this guy Trucks. I don't know if y'all watch him on YouTube, but he was talking about CB radios of, like he came up to an accident and everybody was like, well, you don't have a CB radio. So, it was like, it's no big deal. It didn't make any difference of how he got through the backup or not. And I find that to be very true, because anymore, the backup, even like say it's left-hand lane's closed and you get in the right-hand lane, it really does you no good, because everybody runs up the left lane. And I tried to block the left lane about a year ago in a traffic backup like that, and it did not work well. It was in Illinois, and the DOT pulled up beside me and said, yeah, hey, you need to get out of the way. So yeah, so that's what happened there. So let me see what we got here, make sure I ain't missing nobody. Hey, Nailed It's here. It's a great name for a channel, by the way. Nailed It. It says, what's up? And BOC loves just trucking. I don't know about all that. That's some high drama right there. It's funny to watch, though. I love it when grown men, get in bickering matches. And I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I have a tattoo of Woody Woodpecker right here, and it's Woody Woodpecker drinking a beer, and I kind of think of myself as that. I am a drunken instigator. So that's why I got that tattoo. Got that tattoo long time ago. So yeah, the drunken instigator. I don't know what it is. I love watching people argue. I hate being in an argument. I hate fighting. I hate arguing. I want no part of none of it, except watching it. It's probably the best form of entertainment. I mean, let's face it. Look at Jerry Springer. I mean, how long has that guy been on the air? See, Sheriff Buford T. Cletus, another great name, man. I seen that name the other day in Tree Trimmers. I think that's where I seen you at. I think I subscribed to you the other day, Sheriff Buford T. Cletus. That is a name you do not forget. Hope all is well, and congrats on the first live. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming in, checking it out. You are doing well live, man. Second chance when you're live. I'm horrible at, I'm illiterate. I don't know if anybody knows that or not. So if I mess up your name or I read something wrong, like, I went to public school, and I always tell people English isn't my first language. I don't know what is my first language, but I don't do well with English. So a little fun fact for you: in high school, my senior year, I took 4 of my 6 classes were English, because I had failed freshman English, sophomore English, and junior English, and you had to have 4 English credits to graduate. So my senior year was a required math class, a required science class, and 4 English classes. Let's just say that was a nightmare year for me. It really was. Let's see, make sure I ain't missing nobody. Let's see what's said. Hey, have you heard any from BOC truck overturned in Jersey? Yeah, I don't know about that. Awesome tattoo. Thank you. Nailed it. LOL, he's a wood. uh, Sorry I got to go. No problem. That first person ever in a live right there, guys. Sunny Bunny. And, I always recommend, guys, if you see one of these people in here and, they got a channel, go over and check their channel out. You know what I mean? Like, give them a little love. Go subscribe to them. It is hard to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube starting out. And even if you work on your channel and you're like really trying hard and you're getting better at it, it is so easy to get discouraged trying to get monetized, because YouTube doesn't, YouTube would rather promote monetized channels. It took me almost 2 years. All right, are we rolling again? Sorry about that, guys. I think my phone overheated. Mr. Riviera, yes, I am here. I don't know if you guys are still in here or not. Sorry, my phone lost signal there. I don't know what's going on with it. But I appreciate everybody jumping in. I was saying Sunny Bunny was the first person ever in a live of mine. I appreciate that. Back to vibrating. Had to cut the truck on for a minute. It was... it's currently 104 degrees in Dallas right now. I'm down here in Dallas. Like I say, if you come in, guys, be sure to let me know you came in. I thought it was probably my end. Went from 4G to 3G. No, it was my end. What's up, Texas Outdoors? I'm in Texas myself right now. I'm in Dallas. I'm in a Walmart distribution center. And it is hot. It is hot. It looks like the sun's kind of going over. I mean, I got all this shade in here, but I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I got the AC blowing wide open. But yeah, I don't know. I was talking about my senior year of high school. I had 4 English classes, so don't. If I mess up your name or I read something wrong, it's it's because of that. I don't English well. What else we got? Who else is in here? I appreciate everybody coming in, by the way. This is the very first live stream. All right. Scottish Trucker Tommy said, lost the signal. Well done on the live show. Appreciate that. I don't know if he came back in or not. Brentley Blended. Man, I am horrible with names. I hope I didn't screw that up. Always enjoy the videos. Thank you very much for that, man. I try to work on them. I'm trying to get better at them. I mean, it's tough, man. It really is to like watch yourself and critique yourself. It's cringe-worthy, man. It's like, it makes you cringe. It's just like, ugh. Because like you wanna get better, but at the same time you gotta be a little tough on yourself if you're gonna get better at it. Let's see. I'm still messing with the settings on this, guys. I am horrible at YouTube settings and everything. So let's see what we got here. Hey, Ray Lawson. Hell yeah, appreciate you coming in, man. First ever live stream. Had a little signal issue there, but we're back. Any of you guys that are truck drivers, what do you think about CB radios? Do you think people should have CB radios anymore? Is it worth the effort to go get one? I know a guy that's just getting into the trucking industry, and is it worth it? Should he get a CB radio? Sorry, I keep turning the truck on and off. I don't know how it's affecting the audio, so I try to keep it off, but it's like 100. It's over 100 degrees in this parking lot. So, but yeah, we were talking about growing your YouTube channel. These are a couple things that I'm trying to do with my channel is promote conversation about trucking, help new guys make more money and not get taken advantage of by the big carriers. And another big thing I want to do with this channel is help other channels grow their channels. Yeah, local driver. If I was a local driver, no reason to have a CB as a local driver. I agree with you on that one. Mile High 1010 says yes, I like CB radios. My dad has one. You know, I have one. It's not a big fancy one. It's a Cobra 19. It was literally given to me by the guy that trained me when I started driving in like 2005, 2006. It was given to me by that guy. So I've had that same little radio that whole time. Now in that time, I had a nice big radio at one point in time, but I just don't know if I see the benefit in them anymore. But yeah, scanners for emergency services. There is a scanner app. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but or if you've checked this out. There's an app for police and fire scanners. It's pretty interesting. You know, like, I don't know, my grandmother used to have a scanner in her house, a police scanner. Just something to listen to. I mean, it really didn't tell you much, but yeah, there's an app that does that now. And for those of you that don't know, also, I have a severe case of ADD, so I will jump all over the place. So if I forget to finish a story that you want to hear, that you actually want to hear the end of, just let me know. I will double back to it. Yeah, Cobra CDs. Cobra CBs are the probably the most common, I would think. I have the little tiny Cobra. You know, the basic, like, standard issues, probably like the Cobra 29. I have the Cobra 19, but... And, yeah, guys, check out some YouTube channels in here. You know, I don't know who has channels and who's... that'd be a good thing to leave in the chat. If you have a channel and you want to, you know, you want people to check it out, just let me know you have a channel, and I will come check it out. I watch a ton of YouTube, so if you have a channel and you want me to come check it out, or anybody else in the chat, just leave a little comment, you know, say, hey, I got a channel, check it out. When I was a local driver, concrete mixer, this is Sheriff Buford T. Cletus. Man, that is a great name. It really is. It encompasses a lot of things. When I was a local driver and concrete mixer, I had a CB, and it helped many OTR drivers quite a bit. That is true. I remember when I first started driving, you could get in an area, and if you didn't know where a place was or a street was, you could get on the CB radio and you could say, hey, does anybody know where, you know, Industrial Boulevard is? I'm on, you know, US 50. And they'd be like, yeah, you know, keep going about 2 miles and it'd be on the left. Now, I don't think enough people have CB radios to make it useful. You know, anytime like my CB, I leave it on with the volume turned down most of the day. I rarely hear anyone helping anyone out on it. So it's you know, it's a little iffy, you know. It's like, I still see the benefit in it. Yesterday I hand washed my dad's big rig. Holy moly, man. How long did that take? My reefer unit is struggling back there in this heat with the doors open. I'm at a Walmart distribution center right now. How long is the reefer trailer? My reefer trailer, Mr. Patrick Bonner, I appreciate you coming in. Just warn you if something causes a tail back up the road. Yes, they do warn you of that. As I was saying earlier, my GPS, I use Copilot GPS on my phone, and it warns me if there is a backup up the road, and it, like I was saying, like, say on the side of my phone here, it's got like a little green bar up and down, and it'll say 15 miles, 30 miles, 45 miles, 60 miles. So, say 10 miles down the road, there's a backup. Well, it'll put a little mark right here at 10 miles, and then down at the bottom, it'll tell me how long the delay is. So, you know, it's like with GPS technology and everything that's going on, it's kind of hard to make it worth having a CB, to be honest. Let me make sure I don't miss any comments here. Took me 1.5 years to get minimized. Is that monetized? Yeah. almost 2 years for me to get my channel monetized. You know, it was a grind because, to be honest with you, I wasn't very good at making videos, so they weren't getting watched, and YouTube wasn't acknowledging it. And I think once you monetize your channel, it grows a lot faster because YouTube wants to promote monetized people, you know, so they make money. They don't make money when you're not monetized. They only make money when you're monetized. So it was like, it took me almost 2 years. I started this channel on August 1st, 2018, and it took, you know, I just got monetized at the beginning of July. So it literally took me 23 months to get this channel monetized. I got like 200 videos, but within like 2 weeks, I've gained 70 subscribers because YouTube's putting me out there way more now that it's monetized. And like I said, guys, if you have a channel and you want other people to check it out, you're by all means just, you know, drop a little comment here, you know, hey, check out my channel or something like that, because you know, I'm all about helping people, you know, build their channels up if they're, you know, trying to get it. Hey, there's Calvin Leak. Man, I watched your video earlier. Crazy with the, with that trailer going sideways like that, man. I'm glad you're okay, though. That was, man, that was a hell of a ride. If you guys don't know Calvin Leak, you should check out that channel. I recommend people go over there to his channel all the time because that's a guy that knows his business right there. I'm very jealous. He did not sell his older truck. He kept it and now has it back on the road. And yeah, I did not do that with mine. I sold my T600 that I had from that same era, and there's not many days that go by that I do not wish that I had kept that truck. I'm going to take a guess. 53. Yep, 53 footer. Can a non-CDL ask a question, sir? Hey, man. All men are created equal in here. You can ask me anything, and I will try to give you the best answer possible. That's the scanner I was on about. Yeah. You seem to run the same areas I do. Maybe hook up and do a double act for sure. Yeah, I would love to hang out with you, Scottish Trucker Tommy. It would definitely make me cooler to say I got you know, I got a friend like that. That's another channel, guys. If you do not have Scottish Trucker Tommy, I don't know how many trucks he's got now, but he started out, I think last year he had 1 truck, and now he's got like 4, 5, 6 trucks. I don't know. He's adding them so quick I can't keep up with them. He's got like 2 Peterbilt 579s. He's got a 379 long nose. He bought a International 94. I mean, like, dude's adding trucks like crazy over here. He's gonna be swift by the end of the next year, I do believe. Took me 3 hours talking about hand washing that truck. Yes, sir. That is to hand wash a semi. That is an undertaking, man. I don't even try it anymore. You know, it's like for 35 bucks, I can take it down and get it washed, and you know, because I got 4 kids. I got 2 daughters and 2 boys, and the daughters are the older 2, and then I got, you know, but my boys aren't. They're not interested in trucking. They're, well, one of them's too young. I mean, one of them's just turning 2 years old here in a month or so. So it's a little over half mile on that jackknife with Calvin Leaks. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Y'all should go watch that video of he drives a semi, and the trailer brakes locked up on it, if I'm not mistaken, and the trailer slid sideways for about a half a mile into off the shoulder of the road, and yeah, just to show you what he's made of. He did not roll it over, and no one died, no one was hurt, no property was lost. So yeah, that's for something like that to happen and no one get injured, you know, that's amazing. Because I was coming into Dallas on I-30 this afternoon earlier, and there was a semi truck that had crossed the median and flipped over into the shoulder on the opposite side of the freeway. From what I could see, no one was injured, just some property damage. But you know, when a truck goes, when a wreck happens with a truck, it can get bad very quick. Yeah, no problem, Calvin. I appreciate all the information you put out there. I like your lives too, man. You should do more lives. Calvin does good likes. If y'all check him out, answers a lot of questions. It's a guy with a lot of experience. Mr. Riviera says, "Is there a benefit?" Sorry, it went away real quick. Is there a benefit to driving reefer versus dry van? I would tell you like this: if you're going to be a company driver, I would do dry van. I wouldn't do reefer as a company driver. There's too much wait time in it. I mean, I'm sitting at Walmart right now, and I have been at Walmart for refrigerated. I do reefer. I've been at this Walmart for 2 hours. They haven't even started touching me. If this was a Walmart dry van delivery, they would have probably already had me unloaded. Refrigerated just takes longer. It's just the nature of the beast. It does pay better, I think. So as an owner-operator, I prefer a reefer. As a company driver, I prefer dry van. And it also depends on where you live in the country. Certain areas are better for dry vans. Some areas are better for flatbeds. Some areas are better for reefer. I am from Minneapolis, and I live right up there in the food belt. Most of the meat production, right up there as far as pork and beef, a lot of production up there. That's why I prefer reefer. No problem. Trucking Answers is in here. Hey, Trucking Answers. Now there's a channel you should check out. That's a major, that's world famous right there, Trucking Answers. Where do I work? I work in this truck mostly. Sometimes I work outside of the truck, but most of the time in the truck. I like that question though. I don't have a clock. I don't have a clock to look and see what time it was when you asked that. Let's see. Mr. Baby Girl 85. Hi. Hello. How are you doing? Thanks for coming into my very first live. I want to get into trucking. Texas outdoors. If I was to give you advice on getting into trucking, I would say go right up there to Trucking Answers and subscribe to that channel, because he has a ton of information about getting into the industry and how to not get ripped off by the big carriers and let them, because you don't want to get taken advantage of. That's why most people quit trucking, honestly. Like when I went to trucking school back, in the horse and buggy days, there was 4 people in like a little dorm room. It was 2 twin beds per room, like a little, double master little dorm room type thing. I went to Arkansas State University, home of the Indians. Ugh, we're gonna have to change that soon. My alma mater's making me look bad. Yeah, went out there, and 4 people in the room. 2 guys quit like 3 days in. They just couldn't be away from home. They didn't want to be away from home. I was in a position where I had to make some money, so I had to stick with it. But I definitely did not want to be there. But yeah, that's why a lot of guys quit the industry. You get taken advantage of by these big carriers right off the bat. Trucker Wild. Hey now, there's Trucker Wild. Yo. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. I really do. First ever live. There's Trucking Answers. Like I say, guys, if you want to get into the trucking industry, that would be my one-stop shop for the new guys right there. Texas Outdoors. My dad is an owner-operator. Oh, man. If your dad's an owner-operator, yeah, you should definitely be in trucking. I mean, like, he could probably tell you enough stuff where, like, you could skip, you could. All right. We're back. Sorry, guys. I keep having, I have AT&T. I don't know if you guys are familiar with AT&T, but AT&T says they reach 95% of all Americans. but I think they left it out. I think it says they reach 95% of all Native Americans, because they don't reach 95% of where I'm at. But anyway, that's my rant on AT&T. Won't be doing that again. I had Verizon for like 12 years, and all of a sudden I was like, I ought to go to AT&T. Oh man, cannot wait for this 2 years to be up. Yeah, your dad's an owner-operator, Texas Outdoors. Definitely, he could probably get you past 90% of the BS out here. Fatty 2x4, instantly classic name. Probably one of the best names on YouTube. That name has more personality than most of the people I know. Appreciate you coming in. I just knocked on your back door, Trucking Answers. There we go. That's a good move if you're wanting to get into it. Trucking Answers, I am too kind. I don't know about that. Texas Outdoors agrees with me on AT&T. Swamp Girl 69, what up, reefer crew member? That's right. As what is that? Guilty guy on YouTube says the cool kids. The reefer guys are the reefer guys and girls are the cool kids. That is very true. I'm currently at the Walmart down here in just outside of Dallas. I got 3 bills of lading with tons of product on here. I got the most mixed load I've ever had. I do believe it's got everything from yogurt to pickles to beef jerky to. It's the most hodgepodge. I got 4 deliveries on this load. It's a good load though, 20,000 pounds, and about 15 of it comes off here at Walmart at the first stop. So then I got to run over. I got 2 stops in Lubbock, and then a stop in Amarillo. So I'm gonna be like George Strait, that song about Amarillo. But thanks for coming in, Swamp Girl 69. I appreciate that. First ever live here. We're rolling right through it. It got me yesterday. YouTube totally got me yesterday. They gave me the community tab yesterday, and I was like, all right, man, I'm good to go. I hit live, and it even had like a different looking live button on it, so I clicked on that, and it denied me. It was like, no, maybe later. Texas Outdoors, I know what you mean. Yes, sir. Mr. Riviera says, how crazy is it for an insurance guy to switch careers into trucking? I've dreamed of trucking all my life, and now that my sons are out of college, I'm doing my diligence to get in. Thoughts? I don't see, if you're smart enough to, sell insurance or do claims or whatever you do in the insurance industry, I think you could handle trucking. Trucking is, it's pretty good. I like it. And the main thing I like about trucking is there is a million opportunities. If you want to be local, you can be local. If you want to work days, you can work days. If you want to work nights, you can work nights. It's a great industry to be in, I think. A guy that took 4 English classes his senior year of high school, barely got out of there with anything in my hand in high school, to make really good money. Trucking's not that hard. Trucking is about, doing what you say you're going to do. You got to sacrifice. But every job is a sacrifice, right? Nobody wants to work. And I tell everybody, you're not self-employed unless you're independently wealthy. But yeah, definitely. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We keep getting disconnected here. I've got AT&T, so you know what that's about. But as I was saying, Mr. Riviera, yes, definitely check out trucking. Check out that channel, Trucking Answers. The best trucking channels I think of. What kind of trucking do you want to get into there, Mr. Riviera? Do you want to be over the road? Do you want to go see the things to see, or do you want to just make really good money locally, driving a big truck? Or because man, there's a lot of options, and I watch a lot of channels on YouTube, and I weed out a lot of BS. So Um, Fatty 2x4. I'm at the Petro and Gary, about to hit the sleeper. I like that Petro there in Gary. I stay there sometimes. Not so much anymore. I try to. I usually don't come down that way, but yeah, I like that. It's the best option right there. The Petro and Gary, and they got security guards. You know, you're in Gary, but you can rest assured they got a security guard there. Texas Outdoors. I know where you're at. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty big place over here where I'm at. Let's see. Swamp Girl, I delivered in Tyson in Macon. Bacon in Macon from St. Joseph, Missouri. All right. Texas Outdoors. I've been to Lubbock. Yeah, I've been a couple places over there. I'm gonna be over there 2 stops tomorrow. Well, this load is so spread out. This load pays really good because it's a sit on it. I'm babysitting this load. They give me a day of layover for $300 for sitting on it so much, but it definitely couldn't. They couldn't get the schedule down with it. You know, just kind of had to take what we was taking. Calvin League says, "Man, sounds like money. Then you end up in Amarillo for a meat load." Oh yeah, I've already got a load out of Amarillo back to Chicago, and I've already got a load out of Chicago back to Minneapolis. I mean, I pre-booked the crap out of this week. Rates were good, you know, why not? Grab them while they're there. Swamp Girl rate 1,000. So from St. Joseph to Macon for 1,000. Hey, there's DB215, also known as Dirty Broke. Now, Mr. Riviera, like, if you're talking about being local and making good money, that would be a guy right there. DB215, he is a fuel delivery guy for the Love's truck stops. And, yeah, that's money right there. That is money. And thanks for delivering that fuel for us over there, DB215. I buy about 95 or more % of my fuel from Love's. It's the place I buy fuel. See, Mr. Baby Girl 85. Hi. What's up, brother? Thanks for coming in. Let's see here. Thomas Lewis says, "Say no to Hirschbach." I agree to you on that one, man. I really do. I mean, there's, you know, I've seen on there, you know, there's a lot of these lease purchases paying like $1 a mile, and the fuel surcharge is like 15 cents these days. You know, it's a tough way to make a living. It really is. I did a video about Hellwig. I don't know if y'all know them, refrigerated company. I mean, they're paying owner operators $1.40 plus fuel surcharge right now. So I mean, it's not great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here, you know, saying all their praises, but you know, like, who is it? JCT, John Christensen Trucking, pays $1 a mile right now. Probably getting the same fuel surcharge. So if you look at, you know, versus going Hellwig to going JCT, it's 40 cents a mile more. I mean, that's the difference between making money and not making money. I'm a 1099 driver and lease my truck and rent the trailer. Do you lease that truck from a company? I've got into that before. It burnt me. I tried it twice. It burnt me both times. One time was with Western Express, and I don't blame nobody but myself on that one. The second one was a better deal, but it again, they controlled too much. They controlled, you know, when I repaired the truck, they controlled, you know, what tires I put on it. And it was just like, they controlled everything about me. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, guy. I've had trucks before. I've paid off trucks before. Like, you know. Says, yes, sir. Owner, operator over the road. Love to see the country. All right. Yeah. Yeah, are you going to do any company driving, or you just want to be an owner operator straight out the gate? Because, I mean, it can be done. You know, people ask me, how long should I, how long before you become an owner operator? Because back when I was starting out in the industry, a lot of guys would be like, oh, you need to be a driver for 5 years before you become an owner operator. And I'm like, everybody's so different, like, I owned a business outside of trucking. I've owned like, I don't know, 5 or 6 businesses outside of trucking. Some of them good, some of them failed. I've had a mixed bag. I've had some real good successes. I've had some, done in a month type businesses. But I had a business partner on the biggest business I had outside of trucking. 50-50 partnership. Made a couple million off of that business. It was very successful. Or that business grossed a couple million. I shouldn't say I made a couple million. That business grossed several $1,000,000. Very successful in my opinion. But, my business partner, he was talking about, and this is years after we're out of the business. He was talking about coming into trucking, and he wanted to be an owner operator right off the bat. I said, well, all you got to do is learn to drive the truck, because you already know how to run a business. So that's the key to it. I tell people, learn to drive the truck to where, like, no matter what spot you need to back into, you got a reasonable idea of how to get it in there. Learn how trucks handle on the road, like, learn that part of it. And then, that whole time when you're doing that, be learning about business. And, all right, Swamp Girl 69 says 2016 Freightliner Cascadia for $65,000. I don't know that truck particularly I have a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia, but I would need more information on it. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really interested in a Cascadia unless it's an Evolution. And now that I've got the Evolution I wouldn't have any other way. That NavTech cruise control drives a truck just like I would drive a truck. When I'm coming up to a hill, it gains 2 or 3 miles an hour. As I go up the hill, it loses that plus another 2 or 3 miles an hour. So my turbo's not running wide open trying to get over the hill. And then as it gets to the top of the hill, right as it gets to the crest, it kicks it in neutral and we go flying down the other side. It is a fuel monster. Even with idling this truck, like, almost all night, the night before last, I'm still averaging 9.3 miles a gallon. Like, this truck can do 10 miles a gallon with a full load on it. I've got a video proving it. So yeah, 65 seems a little high for a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia. But like I said, I don't know everything about it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's got an APU, that's going to add a couple grand to what it's worth. Tires, maintenance, all that factors in. El Tiger? I'm not sure about that name, man. I'm sorry. I'm illiterate. Like I said earlier, I took my senior year of high school, I took 4 English classes because I'd failed it every year prior. So I had to take 4 English classes. So English is not a good language for me. I haven't found one that fits, really. I've been driving for 3 years. I would like to be an owner-operator, just not sure if I would succeed. I will tell you this, man. If you buy a good, fuel-efficient truck and you can lease it on to a good carrier that's got some direct freight, then you have a pretty good shot of success. That would be my take on it. $3,000 for truck and $1,200 for trailer. Is that per month or? Macon, Georgia. DB 215. Hey man, I appreciate you coming in. I really do. It's good stuff over there at DB, man. And I seen your community update. Sorry for your loss there, man. I think it was I believe his name was Dre. Sorry about that, man. I hate to lose good people, man. Texas Outdoors. Well, I have to head out. I will catch you later, host. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming in, Texas Outdoors. And again, guys, I will say it, just a reminder, if you have a channel and you would like to grow it a little bit, just leave a comment in here or, leave a message that says check out the channel, and I will definitely come check out your channel. And maybe other people will as well. Calvin Leaks, another good YouTuber there. Hellwig got nice trucks. I got 3 guys who just got a truck from them. Yeah, I mean, it was funny. Just out of the blue one day, one of their recruiters. I don't know how they got my number. I think Western Express keeps selling. Let me turn this truck off so it ain't shaking so much. I think Western Express about every 3 months sells my information to these companies to call and recruit me. So out of the blue one day, Hellwig calls me and they're like, "Hey, we heard you're looking for a job," and I was like, "No, not really, but I'll listen to what you got to say." Never turn down an offer. After before you've heard it, don't turn one down. After you've heard it, by all means, do what you got to do. But yeah, Hellwig called me out of the blue one day and was just like, "Hey, you looking for a job?" And I was like, "No, but what do you got?" And man, they gave me the rundown of the whole company. They answered every question I had, and I was impressed with them. I was like, "All right, that seems like an honest company." I think they pay like 47 cents a mile. They're refrigerated, but yeah, they're paying owner operators like $1.40 a mile, and I mean, it's nothing to write home about. But when you got JCT and Hirschbach paying $1 a mile, $1.40 is a big jump. Let me tell you. Let's see. Yasin Deload. I'm sorry, man. I'm horrible with names. I don't mean to screw up people's names. Yasin Deload. I'm sure I messed that up. Sorry. Only thing I hate about reefer is 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. appointments. Ain't that the dang truth right there, man? On this load, I have 4 deliveries. I have this 5 p.m. that I'm at right now, which I don't even know what time it is now. It's Walmart. They're taking their sweet time. And then tomorrow, I have an 8 p.m. in Lubbock. And then I have a 5 a.m. in Lubbock. And then I have a midnight next night in Amarillo. So it is like like I said, this load is scheduled horrible. They gave me a day of layover for it though, so I kept my mouth shut and took it. It's paying pretty good. Y'all truckers drive safe out there. Thank you, Texas Outdoors. Thanks for coming in again. Thomas Lewis, yeah, those early appointments suck. Yes, they do. Picking up this load, it was 2 picks, 4 drops. One pick was at 8 p.m. and the other one was at 11:30 p.m. So, yeah, you got to be able to work a swing schedule, but yeah, sometimes it's a pain. Patrick Boner says Texas Outdoors, you too. Yeah, appreciate everybody coming in. Patrick Boner. And yeah, it's hard to grow your channel, guys. If you do have a channel, like I said, by all means, just drop a little message in here that says, "Hey, I got a channel and come check me out," because, like I said, it is a beast to grow a channel on YouTube. Constantly, you put in all this work to get monetized, and by the time you get there, sometimes you're just out of steam. So it's if you need some help growing, I'll definitely try to come check you out and see what you're all about. And a lot of it too is like with Trucking Answers that was in here. I don't know if Mark's still in here for Trucking Answers. I send a lot of people over there when they ask me a question that doesn't really fit into my realm of what I know. It's like Calvin Leaks was in here. I don't know if he's still in here, but if someone's got a question about Landstar, like as far as I'm concerned, he's the guy to know at Landstar. I mean, he's got multiple trucks over there. He's been there for... Sorry guys, I went out there again, back in here. But yeah, let me get back to where I was in the chat. Oh man, I'm getting way behind. I'm going to step it up. But yeah, it's like, so I was saying about Calvin Leaks, with the Landstar. I would definitely, like if your channel, if it helps me in any way and it can help somebody else, I will definitely send you over to them, because if I don't have the answer, they might. It's like when that one trucking channel, Trucking with Selena, got fired from Landstar for parking their truck on the road. I knew that. I knew you couldn't do that just by watching Calvin Leaks lives. in his videos. So it's like there's a lot of knowledge on YouTube. It's just are you watching the right people or not? DB215. Oh, hang on a second. I missed another one here. Oh man, I'm horrible names, guys. Alexandria Lynn Poser. I'm thinking that's right. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. What's up? Hey man, I appreciate you coming in. I've seen you somewhere before. I think you're Trucking Answers. I think I've seen you in Trucking Answers one time. You're always leaving funny comments in there. And then Texas Outdoors 10-4. Y'all be safe. Thank you for coming in again, Texas Outdoors. DB215. That's great. MPG. Yes, it is. This the Cascadia Evolution I is a fuel miser. And I have this truck. I bought this truck just like mainly for the fuel mileage, because I had been hearing a lot of things by people about this truck and what it was capable of. And this truck came out of a fleet. I thought it came out of a fleet called Martin. Y'all guys know Martin. They do a lot of Walmart stuff. This truck actually came from Hellwig van lines. I realized when I was going through it and cleaning it out real good, I found some seals that was for Hellwig, and that kind of matches the outline where the sticker was on the door. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hellwig van lines. They're from up in like Duluth, Minnesota. They're from up north. Scottish trucker Tommy, 9 and 10 mile per gallon is fantasy land for this long-nosed Pete boy. Yeah. If I ever get all my kids raised and I can get a house paid off and get some money in the bank, I will be in that long-nosed Pete club as well. Either that or a W900. I'm a Kenworth connoisseur, man. I like those old Kenworths. Let's see. Alex Rhodes, appreciate you coming in. It says, I'm in a 2016 Peterbilt PACCAR 470. Paid $34,500, but getting 6 MPG with idling. Yeah, so that 2016, what model was that? Is that a 579 or is that something a little bit more flat front? I had a 579 and I did not get good fuel mileage with it because it was the first one I did with a lease purchase, and that one I did horrible with because they put tall rubber on it and it was supposed to have low profile. So that killed my fuel mileage. Like I did good to get 7, and it had an electric APU on it. So and then the other one I got, I leased it from a dealership. I leased it, a mileage lease. Well, it went by like, it had a monthly minimum, but it was also based on the miles that I put on the truck. It was almost like a rental truck from a dealership, and I did not get the fuel mileage with that one that I thought I would get, but it had the worst transmission. I don't know. I put out a video about it. It was like it had a somebody said it was probably an Allison transmission. I don't know if it was Allison or if it was PACCAR's own 10-speed. It was the one that had the gear shifter down here by the cup holder. I don't know if y'all are aware know what I'm talking about, but man, that thing was on a delay. You could push the accelerator and you could count to 3 or 4 or 5 before it would move. And there's a famous YouTube trucker, probably one of the biggest channels. It's Trucker Josh Vlogs. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him. He's a Canadian guy. He's got like 100,000 subscribers. Dude puts out a video like every day. Like he's got like 2,000 videos out on YouTube. Nice guy, but he's got a new 579, and he's got that 10-speed transmission, and he complains about it all the time. And I'm like, yep, I feel your pain, brother. Swamp Girl 69 says yes, it has an APU. That is a benefit if it's a good one. I'm kind of mixed on APUs, to be honest with you. When they work, I love them, and when they break down, I hate them. But in that, about all kinds of equipment. Sunshine Side of Life 77 says, hey guys, welcome to the love world. I just wanted to stop by and say hi. Thank you very much for coming in, Sunshine. And by all means, if you guys you guys check out these other channels. Sorry, I got distracted there. I got to update. The Truckers Coach is going live, so if anybody's going to jump me to go over there and watch him, go ahead. Patrick Bonner, DB215, he must be slip streaming. Not sure what that is. Live World. The Live World. Yes. Thank you for welcoming to the Live World. Swamp Girl, that is a month. That's expensive for a, I guess it depends on what you're getting out of it, it really does. I don't know the price of all trucks. I researched this one really hard. The only reason I did that lease from the dealership was to wait on a truck like this that I wanted. I wanted a Cascadia Evolution I because I knew a guy that had one and he was getting some crazy fuel mileage, and I knew him. I knew he wasn't BSing me. I mean, like, he would show me the readouts on the dash, like, averaging like 9 miles a gallon, coming across Pennsylvania fully loaded. And I got to say, this truck's in that ballpark. Like, I mean, I come across, I go to North Carolina a lot. I go to Tar Heel, and I can come out of that part of North Carolina back to Minnesota with a beverage load out of that area, and 42 to 43,000 pounds, and I can run it back to Minnesota at over 8 miles a gallon. So Calvin Leaks, Hellwig got trucks for $33K, but with 500,000 on them. APU fridge, refrigerator. You can get a 16 from Tulsa at MHC for 50 something, with the remainder of 750,000 on the warranty, automatic transmission, APU, etc. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal. I got mine. Mine is a 16. I bought it right at 400,000 miles. About 420 mine is where I got mine. I paid $37,000 for it, and then I tacked on another $8,000 for an aftermarket warranty, because this truck has factory warranty till 500, so I'm almost at 500. I'm at about 575, but then I tacked on the additional warranty to 750. That takes me into covers the major components, the engine, the transmission, all that good stuff. So yeah. DB215 at Patrick Bonner Wright. Swamp Girl, 389,000 miles. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that truck specifically. I'd want to look at it, but 60 seems a little high on that truck, because like my truck, I got at 420, and that was 37,000, and that was from a dealership. But it doesn't have an APU. That would be a big difference. Alexandra, I hope I'm saying that right. Alexandra. I got a 2019 International LT. It gets 8 miles per gallon, loaded with 40K. Is that a Cummins engine in that ProStar? Jerry rocks. How do you get that killer miles per gallon in your truck? This truck is designed to get that kind of fuel mileage, and I go really slow. Everybody makes fun of me for going slow. I drive about 63 to 65 miles an hour. I usually fall right in line with the prime guys and draft off of them. And I'm just a slow driver in general. My kids make fun of me anytime we go anywhere. They always laugh like, God, we're never going to get there. And I did get pulled over in Minnesota one time for going under the minimum speed limit, but that's a whole nother story. Where would you recommend getting a truck from? I don't know if I would recommend any place, to be honest. You just got to do your research. Buying a truck is such a mixed bag of, man, you can hit the jackpot, or you can just lose it all. It really is a crapshoot. And I don't think there's really no way to know about the truck until you just buy it and run it, because, I look at guys like, what's that, Stronger by the Mile, Daniel McCarthy. I mean, he takes a truck and gets it dynoed, gets it looked at, shop worked on it, everything, and then what is he like, 10,000 miles in, major breakdown. Like, you just never know. So yeah, doing trucks is a crapshoot. Hey, there's Mr. Adco. I appreciate you coming in, brother. Finally got rolling. Um, so is it everything you thought it would be now that you're rolling? Mr. Riviera says I'm eyeing a 2016 Peterbilt 579 for 41,000 with APU and new tires. I will tell you this: I like those 579s. Just make sure it is not a 10-speed automatic, especially the one that's down here that's got a gear shifter by the cup holders. If it's a 12-speed automatic up here and it's like where your blinker is, like where mine is on the right side of the steering column, I did test drive a 12-speed. It was like that, and it was way better. I wish I'd have got that one, but I cheaped out, and boy, did I pay for it. As I like to say, sometimes being cheap is really expensive. But yeah, that's not a bad rate on that 2016 579. Alex Rhodes, I love those mile per gallon rates. I'm babysitting that turbo and steel. Yeah, sometimes I don't know, man. It's a mixed bag. It's a lot to do with it. Financing through a dealership or mega carrier. I would definitely dealership. I think if a buddy of mine was talking about doing lease purchase, and I've done it twice, and I failed twice. Once was because of the company, and the other one is the main reason I don't like lease purchasing, and that is they control everything. You are a company driver with a fuel bonus, to me, at lease purchase. That's the way I look at it. And I'm not just ragging on guys that done it, because I did it twice. I can't give them too much crap because I did it twice. But I will say this: when they control everything about your business, it's hard to be successful. It really is. The second time I done it, like I said, they put the wrong size tires on the truck, and I didn't have any say-so in it, and it was like, well, if you're going to put tall rubber on there and it's going to cost me a half mile a gallon, like, are you going to pay me for that other fuel that I'm going to be using? It's just, so Agco says, got the 7.3 with the DD13. I'm interested to keep up with you and see how that DD13 does, because, my plan is to keep this truck for about 3 years. I've got 18 months financing on it. I'm about 4 months into that right now. And then I'm going to pay myself the same payment for the next 18 months. And then I'm going to go buy cash a similar price truck in 3 years. So I got three years in this truck is the plan. And I don't know, I may put somebody else in it. I don't know. At that point, we'll have to figure it out. But I've got warranty till 750 on the major components, and that I'm gonna start running my business like the mega fleets. I'm gonna start when my warranty runs out. I'm gonna trade them in, because in the next few years I'm gonna start adding on some trucks. It's not just gonna be me doing it. I'm really reluctant to add on more trucks because, like I said, I've had other businesses, and employees are the hardest part of any business. I don't care what. Getting financing is difficult sometimes. Selling your product's difficult at sometimes. It's difficult, but the most difficult part of it is employees. I had 77 employees in 1 year one time, and it was a total pain in the butt just trying to keep people in a job. Let's see what we got here. I'm in a 579. I do like those 579s. You give me one of those with a 13 speed in it, and we'd be talking business. I've been independent for 3 weeks, about to roll into the 4th. All right, good job. DB215, Calvin Leaks gave you a jewel. Did I miss that? Did I miss the jewel? JCT Trucks. Huh. Yeah, I gotta check that out. That's a good deal. Now I gotta find out where I was, man. This live streaming ain't as easy as it looks. I guess when you watch people that are better at it than I am, like Trucking Answers and DB215, they make it look easy. Let's see what else we got here. At Jerry rocks full aerodynamics kits, and I run the flat Midwest. That is good times right there. Definitely go with aerodynamics if you're getting a newer truck. If you're getting an older truck that you're paying less for, you know, you don't got to worry about it as much because, you know, you don't have a payment. So, um, let's see, what do we got here? Trucking Answers, I like it. Patrick Bonner, put a dollar donate button on your comments so we can buy you a beer. All right, all my money goes to babies, so having a beer would be nice. um, DB215 JCT Trucks, good place. Yeah, I got to look into that. Is that JCT? Is that John Krishner Trucking? Is that like their sales department or something? I don't know. Let me crank this truck up, guys. It's getting hot in here again. Let's see. Edco, hey Mark. 100 degrees outside right now in Texas. I'm over here at the Walmart Distribution Center. Time for beer number 2. Oh man, speaking my language. What's up, Martin? Mark? Okay, I meant to say Mark. Alright, jumped on me again. Sorry about that, guys. I do have AT&T, so y'all gotta hang with me on my horrible service. Let me get back to where I was at. Put a dollar button on there, yes sir. Sorry I missed you, Mark. Yeah, you can't miss Mark. Yes, 579. Yeah. See, DB215 Calvin Lee. I checked you out here running. Yeah, like I say, guys, check out these other trucking channels. You know what I mean? I watch so many trucking channels, it's ridiculous. You would think a guy that trucks all day would not want to get off work and watch trucking channels. But I'm really like a student of the game. I want to know everything about every aspect of trucking. Because, you know, it's not always I'm going to want to do over-the-road refrigerated. You know what I mean? I want to know what other things to do in trucking. So, yeah. Trucking Mo Biz, hello. Thanks for coming in, man. There's another channel that can drop you some real knowledge right there, guys. Check him out. Trucking Mo Biz. He's right up there in Minneapolis with me. I think he's trying to move every piece of dirt that moves in Minneapolis. He does dump trucks and end dumps and side dumps. If it's got a dump, he probably owns one of them. So, and he started out like me in business with a lawn mowing business. Yeah, check that out. Calvin League's just making it happen as he does. Alexandria, I have a Thermo King APU, best on the market. I won't disagree with you there. I've had good luck with Thermo King. I'm not mistaken. My 2013 Freightliner I had a I think it had a Thermo King on it. I know my Kenworth T600 had a Thermo King. And that truck is still going, that T600. It had an APU on it from the very first day of its life. So, and I know the guy that owns it, and the thing is still going. A 2007 T600 with a C15 cat in it. It never been rebuilt, still going. It's got like 1.6 million miles on it. I kick myself every day when I think about that truck. I sold it at about 1.25 million, and I was like, that truck can't have that much left in it. Even though the oil analysis were coming back perfect, it had no blow-by and didn't drink at 1.2 million, did not use a drop of oil. What was I thinking? You know, like, what was I thinking? I'm sure get with Calvin Leaks. Yeah, you know, and the thing of it is Calvin Leaks, his channel is free. You know, he puts out all this information for everybody, and he does not charge you for it. So, you know, you got to respect that. Alex Rhodes says, Alexandria, what is fuel consumption on your Thermo King? Man, the Thermo Kings I've seen are, and you know, theirs may be different, but um, the one that I used to have, it would tell you that it used, I want to say it was like a gallon for 8 hours. I mean, it was like nothing. Um, you know, ice cold AC, and I mean, I idled my truck last night. I took a 20-hour break because I didn't have to be here at Walmart, and I pretty much idled that entire 20 hours, and I used, I can tell you because I keep up with it. Um, so I idled for 20 hours on the dot, and it used 10.6 gallons to idle for that. So not bad, not bad at all. Trucking Mobile says sub DB, yes sir. Guys, two good channels right there. Seriously, if you're not checking out Trucking Mobiz and DB215, you're probably missing out on a lot of knowledge. Swamp Girl 69, how to find the MPG on my truck? Well, you just keep up with the miles in between fuel stops, and I use a app called Let's Truck. Let's Truck. You put in how many miles is on the truck. You put in how many gallons you filled up, and then you put in the price per gallon, and it tells you your miles. It tells you your miles per gallon and your cents per mile that it's costing you. And my truck is very accurate on the dash, so that's how I keep up with it. Like as far as how much I idle and everything, like my truck, the usage it tells me on the dash is very accurate. On older trucks, that used to be a crapshoot. That wouldn't tell you nothing, but now it's got very accurate. ADCO, this one is a 308. Is that the gear ratio on that ADCO? That's a good ratio. I'm curious to find out about that DD13, so definitely keep me updated on that. Because I see a lot of those coming up. I don't know if it's becoming more common to get a DD13. I have a DD15, but it is underrated. It's only set at 425. I could have that bumped up to 450, no problem. But to be honest with you, with the 12 speed, and I got a super high ratio, or wait, is that low ratio when it goes up or down? Mine's 2.14 is my gear ratio, and I really don't feel like this truck's underpowered because of the 12 speed. It's always in a good gear to keep the RPMs at the right place. Swamp Girl, how do I find the MPG on my truck? Yeah, we used to do it on pen and paper. I would just, fill your truck up, and then when you fill it up, write down the mileage, and then when you go to fill it up again, fill it all the way up, get the mileage, subtract it out, how many miles versus how many miles divided by how many gallons, and that'll give you a good idea. Patrick Bonner, 1:30 a.m. here in Ireland at the moment. Wow, man, you're watching me at 1:30 a.m. As I've been told before, nothing good happens between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. So, don't get in trouble. You probably won't get in trouble watching me. I'm pretty bland. Trucking Mobiz, LOL. Philip Owens, thanks for coming in. The Kenworth and Peterbilt 10-speed auto are as bad as Super 10s. Oh my God, Super 10s. Anybody ever drive a Super 10 in here? Let me know if you've felt the misery of a Super 10. Yeah, I just killed 3 579 10-speed autos in 3 weeks. Wow. I gotta be honest with you though, it's probably doing the world a favor killing those, if that was auto 10 speeds in those. Patrick Bonner, what's powering the Kenworth and the Peterbilt? The Kenworth I had a C15 in it. Of course, this was a 2007 T600. Had a C15 sequential turbo. A lot of people call those dual turbos. That's a sequential turbo. When the turbos are in line with each other, it's sequential. When they work independently, they're dual. So that's sequential. It has one turbo that connects to another turbo. And let me tell you, a C15 screaming up the long side of Mont Eagle at 1500 RPMs with that turbo just wide up, man, there ain't nothing that sounds no better. I don't care what anybody says. Um, in a truck, you know, I mean, there's things that sound better, you know, obviously, but um, yeah, the Peterbilt I had PACCAR MX-13 in it. I like those engines, I really do. I had the 455 rated ones, and they were darn good engines. It's just couldn't get them paired up to the right transmissions. Um, you're let's see what we got here. Uh, El Tiger says, thank you for the info. Stay safe. No problem, brother. Appreciate you coming in. Hope everybody's having a good day. Echo, your DD15 is better than my DD13. Oh, okay. So that's good to know because I've been doing some research on the DD13. It's funny because the DD13s are usually rated for a higher higher horsepower. I find that weird that the smaller block is rated. I don't know if they're doing that to overcome the displacement because you know, as the drag car guys will tell you, there is no replacement for displacement, so that's why they always like the big blocks. um, Philip Owens, usually PACCAR engines, they went to the 12-speed autos in the mid 2018s, much better. That 12-speed auto is night and day, man. Both of the 579s I had were 2017s. So yeah, um, and that is they were titled 18s, but they were built in 17 late. They were built in like mid 17 and titled early 18s. Echoes, but so far this setup is doing okay. Well, that's good. Philip Owens, JCT, you mean John Krishner? Yeah, I was wondering that too. Or did I say it wrong earlier? John Krishner. I don't know how you say. Alexandra, I'm working on beer number 3 now. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Everybody's getting jealous now. Trucking Mobiles, I'm in College Station right now. Drove by a Walmart distribution center not long ago. Yeah, I'm down here around Dallas. I'm at the one in Terrell, Texas. I don't know if y'all know where that's at. Right off of, what is that, I-20? I don't know. I came in on 30 and dropped down. Patrick Bonner, 48.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my God, I am jealous of that. It was 129 degrees in a parking lot in Texas yesterday afternoon. I thought I was going to die. See, Mr. Riviera, back to him, says, I would never drive automatic 10, 13, or 18 manual for me. Anyone better than the other. Yeah, no, the auto shifts they have now, like I have a DT12 auto shift, and it's on point. Like, I mean, it's very rare that I catch it in the wrong gear. Sometimes if, like today, I made a turn, and as soon as I made the turn, it went from flat ground to a real steep hill. You know, and I knew what it was doing, so I just went ahead and slapped it down a gear because I was like, that thing's trying to go up gears because I'm picking up speed. But to be honest with you, it's not going to happen like that. So sometimes I have to slap it down a gear, but 99% of the time it's in the gear it needs to be in. DB15 Trucking Mo Biz is the truth 100. Yes, sir. That is a great channel, Trucking Mo Biz. Let's see. Wild Bill. Oh my God, Wild Bill's here, guys. Hi, brother. What's up, Wild Bill? Appreciate you coming in, man. Carlos on call, showing some love. Cash is Keen Trucking. Cash is Keen Trucking. Thank you. And guys, check out some of these other channels in here. You know, it's hard to grow a YouTube channel, so if you see someone that has a channel with some videos, be sure to check them out, subscribe to them. You know, it never hurts to help someone out. Big Buff says, what company are you with? Big Buff, I'm sorry, I do not give that information out. There are just too many people on YouTube that start drama for no reason. And, you know, I would love to tell you, but to be honest with you, I'm with a smaller carrier up in Minnesota, and they don't do a lot of hiring, to be honest with you. You know, they've got guys that's been there since the day one of the 10 years that they've been open, 10, 12 years, whatever it is. So they don't bring on a lot of people. I just happened to be in the right spot at the right time, talking to the right guy, and ended up over here. Um, but there are some good carriers out there. You know, they're not. If you dig down a little bit, they're there. You know, I used to be leased onto a company called Southern Carriers in Lewisburg, Tennessee, and they did me good. You know, they did what they said they were going to do, and you know, I thought the pay was a little low. Eventually, I left, but you know, when I first became an owner operator, the first time I tried it, I got my own authority and everything, and it was like 2008, and that failed miserably. Then I tried it again about 2 or 3 years later, and yeah, I leased on with them and did good. They run a lot of light loads. You know, I basically went from Middle Tennessee to Laredo and back with light loads, so um, I did pretty good. Southern Carriers, Lewisburg, Tennessee. Check them out if you're in that area. They do Amazon stuff now, a lot of Amazon, but they used to do a lot of air conditioner loads and dry vans, and yeah, they were light loads, and wasn't a bad setup. But yeah, I don't talk about the company I'm with now because it's just too much drama, you know. Hey, Carlos, says Patrick Bonner. Carlos on call, just visited you. Yeah, guys, check each other out. It helps. Oh man, here's my my the guy I want to be. K Save. Yep, he's always leaving good comments. This guy's got a lot of knowledge right here. My dog's first live. Yes, sir, first live. I appreciate you being here. So proud of you, bro. You deserve it. Thank you. I appreciate that. 81 degrees here. Yeah, boy, that sounds nice. The air temperature here is probably about 85 or so, but man, we're stuck in this giant concrete parking lot on the sun side of the building here at Walmart, and we are melting. Let's see, Patrick Bonner, Alex, that's Stuffy 9. Wild Bill says, yeek, I hated the Super 10. Yeah, Super 10s, man, Super 10s. Super 10s with super singles, hashtag super trucker status. Oh yeah, man. If you are in a Super 10 right now, by all means, let me know. Like, please to God, if your truck is a Super 10, like I need to talk to you. I need to figure out how you keep your blood pressure down. We had a Super 10 in trucking school. Yep, I had a Super 10 in trucking school, and they were promoting it as the next big thing. And when I went to the company that I got to, man, I was so glad they said, oh yeah, we don't have no Super 10s here. And I was like, thank you, Jesus, because I did not want to be starting out in a Super 10 all day, every day. I used to pull Walmart out of Terrell. Yeah, not a bad spot here. Just, man, I wish they would come on and get me the heck out of here. I'd like to find a place to park before it gets dark. I need to get over toward Lubbock. I'd like to get across Dallas, Fort Worth, and get on the other side before the morning. 117 here in Needles. It was 120 yesterday. Holy moly. Yeah, boof. Holy crap, 120. Oh my God, yeah, exactly. Alexander says, when I worked in Texas one day, it was 125. Yeah, I believe that all day, because it was 129 up in Hooks, Texas yesterday at the Loves in the parking lot. It was 129. Ridiculous. Ended up with a heat stroke. Yeah, it wouldn't take much. It's better than 131 in the Mojave. Yeah, you don't want to be out there. Scottish Trucker Tommy. Sorry, guys, I'm way behind on these comments. Good night, brother. Well done on your first live broadcast. You'll be reading the news soon. All right. Yeah, I got to check out your video when I'm done here. If you guys don't have Scottish Trucker Tommy, definitely check out Scottish Trucker Tommy, man. One of my favorite YouTubers. Like, that guy is going to be bigger than Swift one day. He knows no bounds. Like, if he sees a truck sitting on the side of the road that's got a for sale sign on it, he's going to buy it, and he's going to put somebody in it, and it's going to be a money maker. See what Wild Bill says. Super 10, I spent my entire day shifting the vehicle, was underpowered. Oh man, yeah. I think the requirement for a Super 10, if you told me right now, hey, you got to drive a Super 10, I'd say, well, that better be like a 600 horsepower engine, because when I get her up to 10th, I want her to stay in 10th. 79 in Chicago tonight, and a comfortable breeze. Oh man, stay safe in Chicago tonight. Yeah, that's yeah, 79. That sounds nice. I got to get back up to the upper Midwest. I start melting at about 72 degrees, so I got to get back up to Minnesota. I grew up in Tennessee, but I moved to Minnesota for a reason. You know, I can't handle the heat. The humidity kills me. All right, guys, I'm gonna start to wrap this up. I just appreciate everybody coming in. I really do. Mr. Riviera says, "What's the most scenic drive you've taken as a truck driver?" It depends on what you like to see. I will tell you this: in the wintertime, when it's all frozen over, when you run I-90 from like La Crosse, Wisconsin, over into Minnesota along the Mississippi River, when it's all frozen, it looks like a freaking winter wonderland. It is one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen. And then you go out I-70 out west. 70 west of Denver is like postcard view after postcard view. I don't know, man. There's too much of it I love. You know, it's one of the best things I like about trucking is getting to see everything. Right now, I'm on a mission. Used to, I would stop and see more. I would stop and go visit places. But right now, I am saving money like crazy to trying to buy a house in Minnesota. I moved to Minnesota about 4 years ago now, and I am tired of renting. And I don't want to get rid of my place in Tennessee. So right now we're saving up. I'd like to put about 50% down on a $200,000 or $250,000 house. That would be my goal. But guys, I'm gonna get off here now. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thanks for coming in for my first live. I really do appreciate all the support. And yeah, guys, take care of each other out there as always. Now let's see if I can figure out how to end a live. How do you end a live? That should be my next